and we're having a party. Every there we go. There we go. Okay, hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Yo, what up, everybody? How y'all doing? What's good? 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 What's up? What's up? Back for Blood is the game. He's having some brief technical difficulties there for a second. Yeah, I shouldn't be muted anymore. Yo, Red was good. Fernando was good. Ghost Rider. Yo, Ghost Rider? What up, Ghost? I ain't see you in a minute. What's good, Ghost Rider? What up, player? How you doing? Richard was good. Fanatics, what up? Yo, Ghost Rider was good, homie. God damn. I ain't see you in like forever. How's life? The wife, the kids? I don't think you got a wife and kids, but the wife, the kids, the everything. And shout out to Microsoft. Fuck you, Microsoft, making me use this shit. Go figure Game Pass doesn't play well with my fucking PS5 controller. Go fucking figure. Now I gotta use my $200 controller I never used before. But it's cool how it lights up and shit. Yo, anybody want to play? My lobby's open. Why did they give me this old lady? Anybody want to play? My lobby is open. But how do I find you, show? Well, my name is the Showstopper3694 on this shit. Yes, I do have Xbox friends, y'all. I do have Xbox friends. There's not a lot of them online. Oh shit, he a good boy? Oh shit. I see it. Fungus son. Zimbabwe. Damn, I'm looking at some of my old clan members. Bagger, Fungus, the homie Zimbabwe, Spy. Oh shit. I ain't been on Xbox in a minute, y'all. I ain't been up here in a minute. How do I do this? What I gotta do? Guns are important.
Check it out.
You let me get that info, please. Create a deck. The fuck does that mean?
Can you help me look for them?
Okay.
I need men and women who want to take the fight to them.
Hold up, how do I do online and stuff? What the fuck is this? Yo, give me the black dude, obviously. You fucking kidding me?
It'll be easy.
Obviously, give me the homie. Who the fuck? Evangelo. Meg Thomas. Oh shit, Meg is in this shit? Get the fuck out of here. They got Meg Thomas. Yes, my lobby's open. Anybody want to jump in? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing though. Press X to open campaign menu. Oh, here we go. I'm a rookie. What? Dex.
There's a new world out there. A ridden world. And you're going to need all the help you can get. That's where the card system comes into play. Stack your deck with cards that can help turn the tide of battle. Player cards make you stronger and can give you the edge you need in your fight against the ridden. And believe me, you'll need it. As the director will be playing corruption cards to try and stop you. At the beginning of each run, and every time you enter a safe room, the director will modify and randomize gameplay with corruption cards. This ensures that no two playthroughs are ever the same. Each player has their own deck of player cards that can help themselves and their team through buffs, boosts, damage resistance, and more. After you know what you're up against, you can attempt to counter the director's corruption cards with your own player cards. Your active cards appear on the hub screen. Once you draw cards from your deck and play them in your hand, you're locked, cocked, and ready to rock. Then it's time to kick some ridden ass. Want to jump right into the
Nia!
Just select a preset deck or
Oh
dive
shit,
in
Nia's
and
in this
create
shit.
your own. Select from a wide variety of cards that support your playstyle. From medic to melee and everything in between. Player cards can also be gained in-game and from vendor cases. Whatever you want to do, it's all in the cards. But choose wisely, as you'll draw your cards in the order you assembled your deck. At each starting safe room, you'll be able to draw up to your max hand. Just remember, forward thinking is the foundation of a good strategy. In summation, use a pre-built deck or build your own. Counter corruption cards with player cards. It's up to you now, Cleaner. Go give them hell.
Okay. Okay, whatever the fuck that meant. What?
Want to unlock cards or cosmetics? Then you need to earn supply points. Complete maps and challenges in campaign and swarm mode to receive supply points for your efforts as you play. Supply lines offer multiple reward tracks with a variety of content to choose from. Progress through these tracks by purchasing unlocks with your supply points. Complete one and unlock new tracks to progress on. Take on challenges, earn supply points, and complete supply lines to earn incredible rewards. You'll unlock everything, from game-changing cards to killer cosmetics. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and show me what you've got.
Okay, it's a little confusing. Like, so what does this mean? What am I doing? Quick play, I guess? Or campaign? Join run. Crossplay is enabled. Crossplay feature will match you with players across several different platforms. Expectedly, this enables to improve your overall match. Yeah, increase crossplay on. Put me all types of motherfuckers. No Switch players though. I don't want to play nobody on Switch. They can't shoot. Is this shit out on Switch? I cannot complain. I'm having a blast. Hip fire, God, yo. The fuck is he?
Let's get back on track.
Oh shit! Oh, this motherfucker. What the fuck did I just walk into? Yo, why is he coming after me?
Busy watching my back. Don't need to be watching yours.
Cover me, reloading.
What the fuck is this?
I'm running.
I'm down.
No, I did not see his video. I don't be watching people videos like that.
Hey, I need help. Please.
Eat this.
Looks worse than it is.
I owe you one. Shoot the head.
What are you doing all the way back there?
Loading. Need ammo. Down. Out of ammo.
Oh shit, I'm out of ammo.
Reloading.
Walker, here.
Thanks, brother.
Kick in.
Look. Move down. Crusher.
Hey, worm faces. Crap. Y'all are not too busy.
I could use a hand. Man, you're lucky I'm here to save your ass.
Appreciate it.
I need ammo. How do I get ammo? Is my mic on?
That'll do.
Reloading.
Oh shit.
Friendly fire.
Yo, I need ammo.
What have we here? Scared? It better be. Loading. It's all over me.
You just have
Thumbs down.
Cover me. Reloading.
I don't know if anyone can hear me, but our settlement is gone. The infected have changed, mutated. I repeat, Evansburg.
Yo, how do I get health and shit?
No survivors.
Yo, do we have a medic?
This shit burns.
Ain't much that can run around without a head, except for the chicken. Gotta reload! Gotta reload!
Come on, Holly. Oh no.
Oh shit.
I'm bleeding. Oh god, I'm bleeding.
Yo, how do I get health and shit back?
I know.
What is it with all this macho going alone shit? Gotta do something about this.
Evangelo's down.
Hey, help here!
Seriously, sugar? It's harder. Or is it me?
Help! This way!
After everything we've been through, you do this to me?
I have no idea what the fuck is going on right now.
I'm fine, but I should probably take care of this.
On the Xbox play is
Like
called a bot.
pineapple on pizza, just plain wrong. Every second, please. I got you. Mom's dead.
Does this shit have voice chat?
We can win this.
Hello? Oh, push to talk. Nah, open mic that shit. Yo. Hello, hello, hello. Voice test. What the fuck? How did I die? What the fuck is going on?
This war's not gonna win itself.
So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to do campaign, quick play. What the fuck? Yo, anybody want to join my party? Anybody want to join my party? I need help. Yo, get me off a recruit. Fuck out of here. Trust plays enabled. Join my party. Help me out. Somebody, please. This shit's confusing as hell.
Walker? Chris? It's good to see you.
Chris?
Mom.
Long time no see.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming.
This is the full
No
game.
more freebies, Red. You want the supplies? You need to put aside your difference with Phillips.
Yeah, I'm done playing soldiers for him. You should be too. Come on, Chris.
Let's move out.
Wait. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Yo, Thick Lump, what up? I'm gonna call you Meg.
Yo,
Yo, what's good? You hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. I heard you just now.
howdy gamers.
Yo, what up? Can y'all hear me or no? Yo, you hear me or no? I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Yo, can we go kill people?
Take a moment, people. Let's just assess the situation here. We survived the collapse. We can survive this.
Rover 2, this is Hope 1. Do you copy?
Hey, General.
Need all cleaners back at the Ville. Pronto. Hard copy?
Yes, sir.
Hope 1 out.
Well, you heard the general. Move out. Need to find a good vantage point. See how bad it is.
The fuck?
I mean, I'm flattered, but I'm just not dating right now.
I'll take it.
We did it!
Don't go blaming us when you get killed out there
Cover
all
me,
alone.
reloading! Come on, this way!
Go over that way.
Oh, get this motherfucker.
What are you shooting?
What? What you shooting, man? You okay?
How do I get health back?
Here, showstopper, come back here. There's a med kit thing back here.
Hey, we should stick together.
They're more than friendly.
Thank you. So y'all can or can't hear me? I think you hear me.
Over there. Reloading here. Be needing this.
Look, over there.
Don't open the bridge.
It's like the collapse all over again.
Come on. We need to keep moving.
Mine now.
Gotta take care of this.
Ugh, I'm covered in this shit. I'm going in.
What have we
Someone
here?
shoot this. And throw it.
Hey, where'd you go?
I keep hanging accidentally.
What's up?
Team, a little help! Check your sight line, no? Cover me. Reloading.
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
Get me back in the fight.
Harley down.
Shit! I'm down.
Hey, anyone? Need some help here.
I don't think I can last much longer.
Get me up!
Don't we have a card that gets us back up?
Right.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I need help! Please!
Get back up.
Oh.
Show them what you're made of.
I have no idea what the fuck is going on. It's just confusing. I don't know why they can't hear me. Ooh. They can't hear me when I'm talking.
Reloading!
Covered in this shit. Bruiser.
Reloading.
Here.
Appreciate it.
I need a team.
Thanks,
I'm not
brother.
sure what I'm doing.
Quit moving around.
Can
I
always
don't have
count
to
on
do
you.
this, you know.
You see, he just healed me. How the fuck did he heal me, but my other teammates don't be healing me and shit?
Let's go.
Sniper rifle here.
Need to find a good vantage point. See how bad it is. Oh, fuck this shit. Cover me. Reloading.
In your face.
Ammo pouch!
Need that.
LMG.
Suppressor extended mag. Hell yeah. Bandages? I fucks with it.
Reloading! Fucker, there!
Oh, you motherfuckers, help me, please.
Christ on a bike.
Rex. Walker's down.
Eyes wide,
Really
ears
nice!
open.
Shit. I'm down.
The fuck just happened?
Here, let me help.
Thanks, brother.
That's here. I dressed as a nurse for Halloween once. Seems like
Cover
a
me.
fucking stupid idea now.
Can always count on you.
Sniper rifle here!
Sniper rifle here.
Not use item. What?
Gotta wrap this up.
Thank you, soldier.
Hell yeah!
Let's do this.
What the fuck?
Bruiser here.
Reloading!
Reloading.
Oh, what the fuck is this shit now?
Come on, move it.
always wanted to bathe in garbage and fees.
These bots play like fucking Xbox players. What the fuck? Do something.
I'm giving you this on the thing you shouldn't cover my ass.
They're Xbox bots. They're bots imitating Xbox players.
Get this stuff off me!
Short shotty. I'll have you fixed up soon.
Thanks. I'll take this.
SMG.
They're bots imitating Xbox players. That's why they're playing like this.
SMG here.
Anybody want to join my lobby? I got an open lobby. Fuck it. I need help. I don't know why they can't hear me. Is my mic on? Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me, right? Testing, testing. 1 2 1 2. My chat can hear me. Okay, good. But the players couldn't hear me apparently.
Shit. I'm sorry, Ren. Come on. You need to keep moving.
Grenade.
Just what I wanted.
I've had worse tick buckets.
You waiting for an invitation? Let's kill these motherfuckers! And to think I wanted to play like this. No, that's a lie. Gotta reload!
Now, Conquer! Make room! Conquer! Can't have you bleeding to death now.
Reloading!
Oh fuck.
Ugh, I'm covered in this shit. That couldn't have ended soon enough. Watch out, Red!
Reload! Shit!
This is toxic!
Yo, I don't. So they have to heal me, or what the fuck are they doing? I got fucking bots, bro. Look at these motherfuckers. They're imitating Xbox players. I got bots imitating Xbox players.
Need that.
Well, what are you waiting for?
What the fuck? Get me up, you fucking bot!
Much appreciated.
There we go, hon.
Hold still. 'Cause
Thanks,
I'm
brother.
not sure what I'm doing. See? That's what you get.
Ugh, careless.
Hold still.
Appreciate it.
Watch out!
Yo, heal me, motherfuckers. That's an ugly motherfucker.
No way through.
What med station? Yo, Sev, what up, man? What med station? I don't know how to. I have no idea what I'm doing. It looks like a PlayStation. I realize I'm playing with bots right now, but really, what's the difference if you're playing with bots and Xbox players? Like, what's the difference? Let's say they was Xbox players. What's the difference? There is none, right? Yeah, I know.
Here, let me help you.
Thanks, brother. Going in.
Have you ever been on Xbox Live? It's literally just Xbox players are glorified bots. What the fuck?
This is gonna end badly for one of us. There's only a few. Damn, you stink. Reloading.
Kick ass.
Did I do that with the birds? Alright, community lobby coming up. Everybody join the lobby. I need real players, not bots. Community lobby, everyone's welcome in.
Over here.
Not on my watch.
Even Xbox players.
I owe you one. Again.
The THA Showstopper SH0WSTOPPER number 3694.
I dressed as a nurse for Halloween
Always
once.
count on you.
Seems like a fucking stupid idea now.
Is anyone still out there? We need help. They've got us trapped.
We're here.
Oh, thank God. We thought we were the only ones left. We could really use some assistance. We're pinned down in the old...
Fuck.
Loading. Cover me. Reloading.
Oh! I have crossplay on, so I imagine anyone can join.
Watch out. Bruiser. I've had worse wounds than friends.
Walker there.
Here, ammo.
You wanna patch yourself up there, brother?
On a side note, this controller is fucking awesome. I don't use it much, but it's fucking awesome. You choose plastic boxes to worship. Yeah. It's all different plastic boxes.
Need that.
Can't
This
have
looks
you
good as hell,
now,
though.
can we?
This looks really good. Hold up. I'm only using 68% of my graphics, 69%, and 32% of my CPU? What? You see those stats down there?
You need to patch yourself up.
35% of, and 69% of GPU? I gotta bump this shit up. Hold up. I'm only using that little. Oh, because I'm in 1440. That's why. But I got mad. She turned on, right? Adaptive FX quality has bumped that up. V-Sync's on. Ah, shit.
You waiting for an invitation?
Bitch, hold that shit.
I don't even want to know what this shit is.
It's still only 68% of CPU, of GPU, and 41% of CPU. Okay, hold up. So then, let's bump this shit up. Let's bump that shit all the way up. Borderless full screen. What else is there? Yeah, borderless full screen. Sharpening, motion blurs on, dramatic aberrations on, adaptive FX is on. Oh, the field of view is going to hurt frame rate a little. V-Sync's on. Quality's epic.
Lord, lead him right to me.
Epic, 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 epic. This shit's turned all the way up. Look at that. The GPU still at 63%. CPU's at 35. That's crazy. And this shit looks good. Yeah, I should go to 4K. The reason why I didn't go to 4K was I was assuming it would be too much since I was streaming also. You know what I'm saying? Normally I always go to 4K, but I'm streaming on the same PC I'm playing on, so I figured that that would kill it.
Appreciate it.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
I thought you were trained
Eyes
to
wide,
use that.
ears open.
Bro, watch where you park yourself.
Come on, little brother.
Thanks, Holly. Thanks, kid.
If I was streaming offline, automatic 4K.
Here.
Oh!
Need some help here.
You okay there,
Bless you,
Mom?
hon.
I'm down.
Yeah, it's very well optimized.
Much as I like laying down, do with a hand. Hey guys, a little help.
It's all right. Got you.
Yeah, that's the 5600 XT.
I mean, we're not keeping score here, right?
V-Sync on, quality, epic.
What's that?
Everything's on epic.
Reloading.
Oh shit. Oh, the safe room's right there. Bitch, get me off him. The safe room's right there.
Best not to think about it right now. Plenty of time.
What the fuck? Every time I take someone over, they die.
We may have lost the battle, but we will win the war.
AMD for the win, y'all. AMD for the win. Better look at the controller. So I am using, I'll show y'all actually a little bit more about it. I love this controller. It's a good controller. I bought it because I wanted paddles. So it's the Revolution Unlimited. Now you got to be sure about the one because there's like 4 different ones. But this is the Revolution Unlimited. It has wired and wireless options. It has customizable back patterns, back buttons, or paddles, I should say. But this is it. It's basically, it has the off-centered D-pad like Microsoft controllers. It comes with a lot of customization options, a lot. Like it has these 4 buttons you could customize. You can put weights in the controller to make it heavier and lighter. Hold on. I'll show you some more stuff. Comes with this nice pouch. It has weights that you could put in to make it lighter and shit. It has different thumb pads. So you can have like the PlayStation one that goes like circle out. Or you can have the inward ones. What else is on this? Comes with this case. This is where the weights are kept in. So you can put weights in the controller to make it heavier or lighter and stuff. It's a pretty cool controller. You can remap all the buttons. It has like a curved thing for the bottom triggers, so it like your fingers like curve in on it. It's really cool. I had got it for Apex, but then by the time it came after ordering it, I got used to the whatchamacallit. It also has these things you can put into the thumbsticks. So like this is the thumbstick, right? I could take the thumbstick out, change the top of the thumbstick. It also has these things that you could put in to change the tension on the thumbstick. It has a lot of customization on it. Let's just say that. It's a really cool controller. It's a hybrid of what's good on PlayStation and what's good on Xbox, and he put it in one controller. So like I said, it's a really good controller. I recommend it. But I just prefer using the DualShock 5 for a lot of games. I really, not DualSense, not DualShock 5. Yeah, so you can like put weights in it to make it heavier and shit. It's pretty cool. I typically use it when I use Xbox games because Game Pass doesn't play well with PS5 controller. Yeah, the stagger stick, the off-center D6 are better. It's better for shooters. Y'all know me, I'm big on like those little things. It has some other stuff back here you can use. You can set different profiles on it. It's a mic. You could mute the mic and stuff from it. Damn, that aim assist. Holy shit.
Someone really gets hurt. Incoming! What the fuck?
That was an accident. I swear, it was an accident.
Over there. There. Birds.
report that he'd seen some kind of organic mass near you. A nest, he called it. Whatever they are, I'll sleep better if you take them out.
Nice!
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, fuck you, birds.
Look out! Gotta reload!
What the fuck?
I never thought I'd be doing this when I was at medical school.
You think this is a game? Get back to the scene. No time for this.
Need to reload.
What's that?
See that?
Oops. Is that my fault?
Shots down. That's right.
That wasn't worried. Well, maybe a little at the end there. You know which end to fire that from, Doc. Now you just need to learn where to point.
It's happened.
Thanks, Doc.
Got to patch this up.
Grateful to you.
Hopefully something left in here.
Best move now. Tired of waiting on you.
Save that for me.
Oh yeah!
Bandages here.
Let's do this before I change my mind.
Fuck. But I can't heal myself with a bandage?
I say we burn it. Shoot it, blow it up. Maybe all those things at once.
See that?
Let's be the hunter, not the prey. Cover me, reloading! You okay?
Just remember me in your will, because I'll be catching that sucker in sooner than later the rate you get knocked on your ass.
I owe you one.
Some huntsman you are. Haven't you got better things to do?
Thanks, Doc. What's that? Need to reload. Oh no! I'm out!
That's nasty.
So now I gotta get more ammo and health?
Perfect. Beginning to look more like a butcher than a doctor.
What's that?
This shit is hard as shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
And we're done. At least for now.
Reloading. Ships down.
I've got you.
Yeah, I'm on my third DualSense controller also. I'm on my third one as well.
Thank you, miss.
That couldn't have ended soon enough.
This game looks and runs great.
Cool.
The crazy part is because I'm streaming also. Usually when you're streaming, it doesn't, like your game's going to take a hit. I don't feel like I'm taking a, it feels like great frame rate, great everything. So these two guys are PC, this one's Xbox.
See that? Reloading! End of the line, sir.
Reloading.
Fuzzy face bastard.
What the fuck
Need
you think
ammo.
you're doing?
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Running out of ammo. Need more ammo.
Titties Moist! My man's name is Titties Moist. Titties Moist.
This will just take a second, Holly.
Glad you make house calls.
Dogs down.
Somebody want to get me back up?
Get back out there and show them what you're made of.
The game is awesome. The game's fun. I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I don't know how to heal.
There.
It's hard for me to follow everything going on. But I'm also not feeling good today. I'll put that as a... I'll put that as a disclaimer. I haven't been feeling too well today. Fuck, I turned on my PS5 by mistake. It doesn't play well with the X, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check something. Because now it said it loaded my controller settings. Hold on, I gotta turn off my PS5 for a second. Let me unplug it actually. Yeah, see, it doesn't play well with the PS5 controller. I don't know why. I'm using keyboard and mouse right now. Oh shit. No, 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 wrong game. No, I just wasn't feeling good today. I wouldn't say I'm sick. I just wasn't feeling good. You know how you wake up some days I was just low energy and just not feeling good. Ugh. Definitely don't think I'm sick. Just under the weather. I mean, well, I wasn't that big of a fan of I'm taking some frame rate hits. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm taking some serious frame rate hits. I'll chalk it up to early startup. Why is it running like this? It's at 25 frames. What the fuck is that? I should have just played on this one. Like, see, this is gonna run at steady 60. Well, wait, we'll see. I think this is gonna stay at steady 60 for the most part. But it doesn't have an upscaler. Game 60. 61. It's such a more solid base. 55, 59, 60. Yeah, I'm doing this one. We're not going to sacrifice performance anymore. I'm so mad I went with, well, I mean, whatever. 1080 still good. I'm saying no matter what, this runs it at 60. And it runs so much better on 60. Yeah. Oh my God. And I had a good breakfast. I don't think that did the trick. Hold on, where am I going? Because I'm doing this all over again. I gotta know what the fuck I'm doing. I remember where I am. Is there a way to import my save over? Fuck. Fuck. I gotta redo this whole game, damn near. That sucks. I gotta redo all that shit I did last night. That was me being a fucking dumb fuck going for the fucking... Yo, how does he always just know where the fuck I'm going? Fuck! Yeah, it looks good even not in 4K. It looks good. Oh, you know why the screen zoomed in? Because I changed it from 4K. I mean, I put it back in 4K, so it's going to be zoomed in. If I had it in 1440, it'd been fine. Hold on. That should be better, right? That should be better now. Because when I was playing Back for Blood, I put in 1440. So it was zoomed, so it was whatever. Now it's in 4K. Because you got to understand, 4K is 4 times as big as 1080. So it's the zooming and... Yeah, that's kind of annoying. I gotta do all this shit over again. I mean, it wasn't that much time. It's going to take me like 3 hours. I mean, that's time, but... Yeah. I mean, Back 4 Blood's cool, and I'll play it. So it's not a game that I'd sit there and play all day, though. And I really want to play this game. I mean, I really want to beat this game. I have a thing for Metroid games. I say all the time, Super Metroid is one of my favorite games of all time. Top 5. Top 5 favorite games of all time. Super Metroid. Super Metroid, Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 2, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. In my opinion, all 5 of those games are like instant classics. Instant. I mean, like, think about it. If you're making a top games list of all time, let's say any gaming, you should always see those 5 games on top of like any gaming outlets list. Yo, Sev, did you play this yet? I think you would like this, Sev, and you could get the thing to play it on PC. If you want, I could tell you the stuff to get it on PC. I'll send you a message or something if you want. I really think you should give it a try. It's a really good game. I think you would like it. And I mean, you can have it on Switch. I just think it plays and runs better on a full screen in 1440 or 4K with a controller, like a good controller, not the GameCon. Not saying the GameCon shit, but the GameCon can't compare to like a DualShock 5. I don't like the first person perspective. Are you crazy? Better than what? Metroid Prime's better than what? That's not even opinionated. Like, some things are opinion and some things are fact. If you're going to try to... You cannot compare Metroid Prime to any of the other ones. You got to be kidding me, bro. You're saying it's better than what? Like, this is it. It's not even an opinion. Some things can't be opinionated. Like, Art of Fighting, as much as I like it, it's not better than Street Fighter 2. You get what I'm saying? Some things you can't even strike off to opinion. That's not even opinion. They don't come close. The fuck is you talking about? Like, what? He's better than what? Yo, you're bugging, bro. You're absolutely bugging. Nintendo will tell you you're bugging. That's why those games aren't even counted as canon. None of the Prime games are counted as canon. They can't compare. Did you play Super Metroid? Super Metroid is legit agreed upon as one of the greatest video games ever made. By like everybody. You're bugging, bro. Oh, fuck? Fuck is you smoking? You need to sell that shit and make a fortune. You're bugging. You are absolutely bugging. I don't think you... To be honest, I don't think you've played those games. I honestly don't think you've played any of those games you just named, if you said that. I don't think you played them. You're just saying that shit. You've never... You might have played Prime. You did not play the other ones if you're saying that. And like, look, like, see, this is a steady 60 frames, even when I'm streaming. I don't know why I played on the other one last night. I was so bugging with the 4K shit. Like, it looks good in 4K, but this is a rock solid 60 frames. Yeah, but that opinion is wrong. Your opinion is wrong and blasphemous, bro. Whoever told you opinions can't be wrong lied to you. That opinion is wrong. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Last night, I sat here and I played this for how many hours on stream? Metroid Prime. How long did I play this last night on stream? Long as fuck. Got crazy boss fights I was getting stuck at and everything. I switched platforms I'm playing on and said, yo, this one's a 60. Damn, I have to start all over. Oh, well. And I have no hesitation doing it. No hesitation. How many games can you do that on? Like, wow, I lost like 5 hours of progress. Okay, no problem. That's how I feel right now. I'm like, yo, fuck it. Because this game is awesome. I legit didn't even hesitate. I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm probably going to pause stream in a minute and Google how to transfer my save over. I'm probably going to do that, but still. Okay, now here's the difference though, okay? Check this out. Mario 64, which was 3D, is better than the original Mario. The only one that comes close to the Mario 3D ones is Super Mario World for Super Nintendo. And if you're comparing Donkey Kong, Metroid, and Mario in the same sentence, now I know you're like, what? You're like, oh, 2D games. They're 2D, but how the fuck can you compare Metroid, Mario, and Donkey Kong? Zelda was 2D also. Well, top overview. But what? Not all 2D games are the same, bro. I hope to open up your eyes one day. You know what I'd like you to do? If you're free right now, you got time. Can you check Meta? You know what? Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I could do this on stream. Hold on 1 second. I want to see if I can pull this up on stream. You know what? Hold on. Let's do the other one. I can't do it on stream. Hold on. Let me pull this up on stream. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm curious. I'm curious what they come out with. They gave it a 9.5. But IGN, what the fuck do they know? I'm just curious. Metroid Prime has really good reviews. I didn't know Metroid Prime reviews would be that crazy good. I'm not saying it wasn't good, but dreads all over. Yeah, but time doesn't tell. Let's try this. Let's try this. I'm wondering who would... Yeah, they're gonna put Ocarina of Time over... They put 3... Wow, Metroid Prime's up there. Okay. I tell you what, let's do this. Metroid Prime is only available on GameCube. I want to play Metroid Prime on stream. What's my options? Where can I play it at? Where can I play it at? It's not available on Wii U or whatchamacallit, is it? Where can I play Metroid Prime at? I'll do a stream for it. Because here's the thing. A lot of times when we play games, we remember them better in our minds than they actually were. And sometimes we remember them worse. I don't remember Metroid Prime being that good. I was turned off by it right away. Like, I remember it was good, but it wasn't good for a Metroid game. Like, Metroid games are fucking supposed to be incredibly ridiculous. If I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. I want to play it again. I want to play it on stream. You know what the thing is? It doesn't hold up today. Those controls, if you try to play Metroid Prime today, you probably couldn't play it. There's a lot of games like that that were really good. Like, for example, GoldenEye. I think if you tried to play GoldenEye today, you wouldn't be able to play it. Because the controls are so archaic. Where can I play that at? Okay, so here's the conversation. What did you say? You say, in your opinion, two things are lacking in Nintendo: hardware and first-person shooter games. Okay. So the first thing you gotta understand is this: Nintendo doesn't give a fuck about first-person shooter games. That's not okay. Let me make a statement. Okay? If anybody disagrees with this statement, tell me you disagree with it. But I think we have to make this. I want to say this statement is a foundation for the conversation moving forward. Okay? Here's the statement: you buy Nintendo hardware to play Nintendo games. Do you get what I'm saying with that? You buy Nintendo hardware to play Nintendo games. If you buy a PlayStation, if you buy an Xbox, oh, I like Call of Duty, I like Assassin's Creed, I like this, so you buy those systems. If you buy a Nintendo system, you're buying it for Smash Brothers, you're buying it for Mario Kart, you're buying it for Mario, you're buying it for Zelda, you're buying it for Metroid, you're buying it for... Do you understand what I'm saying? You buy Nintendo systems for Nintendo games. You do not buy Nintendo systems to say, gee, I can't wait till Call of Duty comes out, or Madden, or FIFA, or Street Fighter, or... That's not what you buy Nintendo systems for. So if you buy a Nintendo system, you know what you're getting into. And in nowhere in that conversation does first-person shooters come up. Can we all agree on that? You buy Nintendo hardware for Nintendo games, period. You're not caring about third party. You're buying it for Nintendo games. So that's the first thing. Now, when you understand that, then you understand why the two things you just said kind of fall out. You said they're lacking first-person shooters and hardware. They're not lacking first-person shooters because no one's buying Nintendo systems for first-person shooters. You're not buying first-person shooters. That's number one. The next thing is this. Nintendo is the only company that can get away with having weak hardware. Do you know why? Art direction. Nintendo games are defined by their art direction, not by tech. If you put on The Last of Us 2, you're like, oh man, look at this. This looks amazing. You never put on a Nintendo game and say, this looks like shit. You know why? Because it's all about the art direction of the game. Their art direction takes the game in a certain direction that you don't need crazy, ridiculously powerful systems for. When you look at this game looks great, but it's art direction. You look at Smash Brothers looks great. It's art direction. Mario Kart looks amazing, and the hardware is shit in terms of power, but it's the art direction of the game that defines it. That's why Nintendo doesn't need bleeding edge tech, whereas Microsoft and Sony does. They're selling you something different. They're selling you some realism. They're selling you some whatever. You buy Nintendo games for Nintendo system. You buy Nintendo systems for Nintendo games, one. And two, Nintendo games have their own art direction that doesn't require crazy, ridiculous tech. And all their games look good. You don't look at Nintendo games and say this looks terrible. When have you loaded up a Nintendo game and been like, yo, this looks like dog shit? You look at Breath of the Wild, still, it looks amazing, but it's all art direction. You look at Mario Kart 8. How old is Mario Kart 8? Look, how old is the system it's on? But if you look at it, it still looks good. Nintendo games look good on weak hardware because of the art direction of the games. That's just how they make their games. They don't need to keep their hardware up with Sony and Microsoft. That's where I think you're wrong. Because their games don't require that tech. That's not what Nintendo's about. That's never been what Nintendo's about. If you want that stuff, you get a PlayStation or you get an Xbox. You don't buy Nintendo systems for that. What you're saying is you wish they were Sony or Microsoft. They're not Sony or Microsoft, they're Nintendo. Nintendo does what Nintendo does. Yeah, I wish people in chat were. I wish there's people in chat so we could have this conversation. Nintendo has no need to keep their. Look at that. They redid the fucking Switch. What did they do? They just put an OLED screen on it. Kept the old tech. Because they don't have to do it. It's if you have a certain art direction, you don't need that type of tech. You don't look at GameCube. You don't look at Nintendo games and be like, yo, that shit's ugly. Because they're not ugly. They all look good. News in here like, yo, Nintendo for life, homie. What the fuck he's talking about? He was like, I don't know what the fuck this dude's talking about. Nintendo, man.
Uploading data.
There was no record of your assailant in the you have specific you have a continued. Unfortunate there are some.
Despite my love for what is, you deserve to play this duel at 4 times resolution with 16x. They're crazy. This runs so much better. Nintendo's mostly focused on kids. Is that what you think? Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Hardware sales. Let's look at some hardware sales. So VG Charts is a really good site. If you guys don't know about this site, it's a really, really, really good site. Nintendo Switch, 91.39 million already. So Switch has already outsold the PS3. It will outsell PS4. Might outsell PS2. Maybe, maybe not. Whatever. It will outsell the PS4. It outsold PS3. Outsold this. PS5 and Xbox Series X are not catching up to the Switch. They'll just outsell it. So when we look at hardware sales, Nintendo looks like they're doing pretty okay. Like you talk about what they're not doing or don't do or whatever like that. When we look at things, okay, so the Wii is number 6 best-selling platform of all times. The Switch is going to pass the Wii. Is going to pass the PlayStation 1. It's going to pass PS4. When all is said and done, the Nintendo Switch will be either the second or third best-selling game system ever. I don't think it's going to outsell the PS2. Nothing's ever going to outsell the PS2. PS2, I don't know if you guys remember the sales of PS2. They were ridiculous. Yeah, it's not just for kids. I buy okay, number one, every single platform Nintendo will make, I will definitely buy it day one just off the strength that I need Smash Brothers. I legit buy every Nintendo platform day one because I need Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers is the shit. We can play Smash Brothers on stream tonight. Anybody who want to join the lobby can join the lobby and I will fuck all y'all up. But what I'm saying is this, I need Smash Brothers. Mario Kart is fire. Mario is just a good game. That doesn't have to be for kids. Metroid's not for kids. Zelda's not for kids. It's really good games. Nintendo has ridiculously good games. Smash Brothers is like crack. Crack. Yo, Crazy, what up? They were not going to go bankrupt. Number one, we had them up. Where the Wii U went was in a good place. There was talks of them going third party. There was talks of them going, only. The thing is, Nintendo has such a big war chest because of this. Nintendo DS and Game Boy, the amount of money that Nintendo made off of that, they would never go bankrupt. They have the craziest war chest that they can launch failed systems. Sega launched a failed system and they're done. Sony can't launch failed systems. Microsoft has a war chest, so the original Xbox, they were allowed to have that as like a test dummy thing. GameCube was okay. It didn't sell nothing crazy. It sold, 22 million worldwide? But Nintendo's never going bankrupt. The amount of money made off Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, Nintendo DS, the handheld market alone gave Nintendo enough money that they would never go bankrupt. They could just keep fucking up. But they knocked it out the park with the Wii and with the Switch. Like, do you understand this? Look at this. The Nintendo Switch, when this thing is all said and done, will be the number 3 or 4 best-selling game. It's going to be number 3, pretty much. It just depends on if it's going to... Yeah. What am I talking about? It's going to be the third... Nintendo Switch is going to be the third best-selling console of all time. It's going to outsell the PS4. It's going to outsell the Game Boy. The only reason why the Switch hasn't already outsold all these things is because them shits is hard to get. They've been hard to get. During the epidemic and everything, them shits is hard to get. They're selling out like crazy. If they were readily available, people talk about how PS5 and Xbox Series X is hard to get. The Switch has been really hard to fucking get. The Switch is going to be the third best selling system of all time, only behind the PS2 and the Nintendo DS, followed up by the Nintendo Game Boy, not too far behind the Nintendo Wii, with the Game Boy Advance behind it, with the Nintendo DS here, and the Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Nintendo right here, Nintendo 64 right here. Nintendo is okay. Nintendo's fine. I love talking about the industry itself. If you guys have not noticed, I like lathe my hand up every night and pleasure myself thinking about the gaming industry. I can talk industry with you guys all day about all types of shit. Like, I'm really, really big into the industry. Like, fucking, yo, it's so crazy when you look at the Series X is already passing Dreamcast. That's ridiculous. The PS5 has already outsold the Saturn and Dreamcast. Yo, this is so crazy. You look at these numbers on things. It's gonna pass the GameCube this year. Let's look at some charts, right? They changed the way they do this. Damn, I'm so mad they changed the way this works. They used to have it the other way. As just numbers. Hold up. They used to have it as just numbers and bar. I hate these kind of graphs. Now, software is different. Software is different. Let me ask you guys a question. I'm going to ask Chad a question, okay? What system do you think has had the highest attach rate? When I talk attach rate, that means actual games sold to systems. So, like, let's say a system has an attach rate of 2. Then that means for every system sold, they sell 2 pieces of hardware. What system do you guys think has the highest attach rate? I'm going to answer that question for you. I know the answer already. I'm curious if anybody knows the answer to that question. What system do you guys think had the highest attach rate? This is probably going to blow your minds. The people who know, and it comes as no surprise. But if you don't know, you're going to say something stupid. You're going to say something like the PlayStation 2, which PlayStation 2 had one of the lowest attach rates ever, by the way. No. No, it's not the Wii. It's going to blow your mind, I think. Like, it's ridiculous how high the attach rate was on this system. And if anyone's thinking PlayStation games, let me tell you something. PlayStation systems do not have high attach rates. Right away, if that's what you're thinking, PlayStation systems do not have high attach rates. No, it was the Xbox 360. The Xbox 360 had an insane attach rate. Insane. Where's these numbers at? See, when I be talking about things, I don't pull it out of my ass. Like, notice I'll go right to the sites and show y'all shit. Like, some people just pull shit out their ass when they talk. I'm actually, like, big on this shit. The Xbox 360 had an insane attach rate. I'm talking like more than double whatever Sony system you're thinking. Like, people think about game sales, right? You think about game sales? I don't think y'all understand how big certain games are on sales. Like let's say Halo 2, right? Let's go Halo 3. Let's talk God of War 3. Oh, God of War. Everyone loves the God of War. God of War 3. Let's just look at those. What? How do you pull this up? Like a lot of games you're thinking sell do not sell the way you think. What do you think Sony's best-selling franchise is? I'm gonna ask you guys a question. What do you think Sony's best-selling franchise is? Outside of Spider-Man. Spider-Man was ridiculous. Spider-Man doesn't have that many games, but it sold shitloads. You know, outside of Spider-Man is Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo was like their highest-selling franchise ever. Them other games don't sell as much as you think they do. And these are ship numbers. It's not even sale numbers. These are ship through numbers. Like this God of War shipped. Notice it says total shipped. That's an important thing. Shipped is different from sell through. But they're shipped numbers. Like this ship. But meanwhile, you look at things like, okay, let's look at Halo now. Do you understand how different these numbers are? 81 million shipped? What? It didn't even tell me. It says that's off. That's off. Okay, so you look at Halo 2, we have 8 million shipped. 5 million. What did I have on that? Okay, check this out, okay? Let me like look at something for a minute, okay? God of War 2018 shipped 11 million units. It shipped 11 million units, right? God of War 3, the newest God of War. That's the best-selling one they have. Shipped 11 million. That's on PS4, right? Halo 3 shipped 14.5 million units. Check this out for a minute. Do you realize how many more PlayStation 4s were sold than Xbox 360s? Take a second and think about that. Think of how many Xbox 360s were sold and realize that Halo 3 shipped 14.5 million units. Now look at this, shipped less, 11 million on PS4. How many PS4s do you think is out there? These games don't sell as much as y'all think. People look at Sony games like, oh, Sony. Microsoft shit sells so much more than Sony. It's absurd. People think shit in their head and it's not true. Last of Us do not sell like that. Listen to me. Sony's games do not sell the way you think they do. Sony's hardware sells. Sony does not sell games. Microsoft sells games. That's where they sell games. All Microsoft systems, the attach rate is through the roof. You look at PS2. PS2 was the best-selling system of all times. You understand that? Best-selling system of all time. God of War and God of War 2 sold 4.6 and 4.2 million units. 4.2 and 4.6 on the best-selling system of all time. That number ain't shit. Sony's games do not sell the way people think. Microsoft shit flies. They sell games. This is the shit that, like, people think shit in their mind and it's not the way it is because they think Sony. That shit does not sell. This is what I'm trying to think. The thing is, Sony people like to talk, but they don't even buy the fucking games. Like, you look at that God of War, in your mind, you would think, oh, this is one of the best-selling games ever. Oh, my God. Look at the numbers. 7.6 million for God of War 3. This for this. You look at Halo's numbers. them shits ship. Halo 2, 8 million. That was on the original Xbox. Do you understand that? Halo 2 on the original Xbox, which did not sell nearly whatever, sold more than double what God of War sold. More than double what God of War sold on half the user base. Xbox sells games. Now, if you want to look at Sony shit that sells, Gran Turismo sells. How do you spell Turismo? How the fuck you spell Turismo? Now look, Gran Turismo sells. So, by the way, here's what that was showing. That's showing the franchise. The franchise Gran Turismo has sold 80 million units. That's why it says 80 million. That's the franchise. The franchise Gran Turismo sold 80 million units. This is their best-selling franchise. Outside of like Spider-Man. But then you look at Halo. Halo sold 81 million units. 81. God of War the franchise at 51 total. Like, this I'm trying to tell you, like, you think their shit sells. Sony does not sell the shit you think. It's only because motherfuckers be talking so much. Uncharted, 44 million units total. The best selling one was the Thief's End. This one, 9.3 million. 44 million units. Okay. But now check this out. They don't have full numbers on Forza. Forza numbers, put it this way. Forza, everyone's talking about Forza. Forza. Forza sells more than Uncharted. Do you get that? Forza sells more than Uncharted. It's true. It's true. What else? What other franchise they got? Last of Us? Like you said, Last of Us, right? Well, Last of Us is going to have a lot of shipped units. But look, Last of Us, the franchise, sold 24 million. Okay, Last of Us sold 24 million, right? Let's look at Gears of War. Okay, 23 million. But Gears sells more, pretty much sells as much as Last of Us, probably more. The problem is it's not going to include the DL. No, but that's going to, it takes that into account. Gears 2, 5 million units. Now, the thing is this. Okay, now check this out. Here's the thing you're not getting on that. You look at something like Gears sold 23 million units, right? Gears sold 23 million units. Last of Us sold 24 million units, right? Understand how many PlayStations are sold versus how many Xbox units are sold. PlayStation has Xbox clearly outnumbered on units. I'm talking by like a lot. A lot. The PlayStation 4 outsold the fucking Xbox 360, Xbox One by like 2-1. By 2-1. But look at the game sales. It doesn't reflect it. Microsoft franchises either one, outsell Sony's franchises or are even with it in sales. Meanwhile, Sony sells a shitload more units. PlayStation people don't buy games. Xbox heads buy games. They buy games. The attachment rate is insane. Now, again, when we look at this, we looked at what platforms, right? The PlayStation 4. Look at this shit. Worldwide, PlayStation 4 sold 31.6 million units. The Xbox One sold 12 million. But when we look at software sales, do you see how big of a margin this is? Excuse me, that's only for this. That's only for this point in time. If you look at overall units, that's only for that point in time. That's not overall. PlayStation 4 overall is 1.16 million units, right? 1.17 million, right? That's PlayStation 4. Xbox One is where? Where the fuck is that shit? Xbox One. Look at this. Look at this, guys. 1.17 million compared to 50 million. That's more than double the systems, but it sells more games. PlayStation heads don't buy games. Xbox heads buy games. It has nothing to do with online support. It's brand recognition. So here's the thing, though. AA, here's what you're missing. You're saying it sells more because of exclusives. Microsoft's exclusives sell more than Sony's exclusives. I'm showing you that right now. They sell more. The reason why Sony sells systems is because of the name. Everyone buys PlayStation. When you think, it's like, what's the example I want to give you? Band-Aids. The reason why you call them Band-Aids is off the brand Band-Aids. You know that there's not many brands that what the product is identified by one of the people who sell it. How do I explain this? For example, if you say I'm going to go get a cup of coffee, you don't say I'm going to get a cup of Starbucks. Some brands, like back in the day, video game systems, people was calling it Nintendo. Like, oh, he's playing Nintendo. Now he's playing video games, he's playing Nintendo. PlayStation got to like that level where gaming was synonymous with PlayStation. It's brand awareness. But nobody buys the fucking games. But that's my point. You have certain brands that are so big that that's what you call it. PlayStation is like that. Yo, and the thing is, they got a lock on regions. Like, no one in Japan buys Xbox. No one in Japan buys Xbox. Look at the Xbox One sales in Japan. Look at the sales in Japan. That shit doesn't sell. That shit sold 120,000 units. That's nothing. You look at the Xbox 360. The Xbox One didn't even sell 1 million units. It sold 500,000 units in Japan. Meanwhile, PlayStation 2 sold 23 million units. Like, in Japan, Xbox does not sell at all. At all. The people don't buy shit. And it's also like some custom shit where they're very, Japan, they don't want American systems. But they don't buy it. So you look at hardware sales. Sony will sell 3 times as much hardware as PlayStation, as Xbox. PlayStation hardware sells a shitload, but Xbox sells more games. How does that make sense to you? That's why I was saying before, when Apex, I was saying when these games become cross-platform, Sony's going to get their asses kicked because Xbox is actually gamers. They buy games. They buy games. Motherfuckers don't buy PlayStation games. The numbers are there. You're saying not a fair argument. They do. Time out. Anybody who says, oh, Xbox is married, doesn't know what they're talking about. Xbox has franchises. It has franchises. It got Halo, it got Gears, it got Forza. It has whatever fuck Remedy comes out with. It had Blinks. It has games. It has franchises. Crackdown was another franchise. Like, if you look, it has franchises. It does. It's the same way Sony has franchises like God. Sony has more franchises, don't get me wrong, but none of them shit sell. You sit here and you name your Sony franchise that sells. Here's what you don't know. 2 Sony franchises sell. Spider-Man and Gran Turismo. Them other shits don't sell like that. They really don't. You think they do. They're great games. They're great games, but they don't sell like that. They don't. I'm showing you the numbers right now. They don't sell like that. What's in your mind is bigger than what it is. It seems like it's perception and then there's reality. In reality, Sony sells a shitload of hardware. A shitload of hardware. But it doesn't sell games. Microsoft doesn't sell much hardware, but their games fucking sell a lot. Look, I'm showing you how it's set up. It's set up like this. This is how it's is North America, Europe, Japan, and rest of the world. Because those are the biggest markets. The biggest game markets is North America 1, then comes Europe, and then comes Japan. If you rewind time, it used to be the other way around. It was Japan, and then Europe and North America was about even. That's why game systems used to come out in Japan way before they came out in the US. I had Dreamcast and PlayStation 2 damn near 2 years before it came out in the US. My friends in high school would come over to my house and be like, yo, you got a PlayStation 2? That shit exists? I'm like, yeah. I used to import my systems. Back then, the systems used to come out of Japan way before they came out in... Like, look at it this way. Check this out. Check this out. I'm going to show you some shit y'all probably didn't know. PlayStation 2 release date in Japan, March 4th, 2000. Hold up, it was March? That was it? Wait. Dreamcast was longer than that. Really? It was about because it came out at the beginning of the year. The other one came out at the end of the year. Let's say Dreamcast. Dreamcast was a full year, I believe. In Japan, November 27th, 1998. In North America, September 9th, 99. A full year ahead of time. They used to come out earlier in Japan than it did over here. Like I'm saying, yo, people used to come out like, oh shit, how do you have that? That's out. Because it used to come out first. But now, the US market is bigger, so the systems come out first over here by like a week, and then it comes out in Japan. It's not just Halo. Look, Gears of War. I just showed y'all that. Gears of War, the franchise, has sold 23 million units. When you compare that to what? Last of Us? Last of Us, in my opinion, is what? Sony's best franchise, probably. 24 million. Gears of War sells the same amount as Last of Us. Take a second and think about that. Gears of War sells the same amount as Last of Us. Look at how many Sony systems out there. Look at how many of that. So what they say God of War was at? How many units was God of War at? $51 million. But think about this though. Time out for a minute. God of War was also out on the original PlayStation and PlayStation 2. Okay? It was out on PlayStation and PlayStation 2. Now, let's say, I'm showing y'all something, okay? I want y'all to understand something. When we compare like and like, God of War on the PlayStation 3 sold 7.6 million, and then on PlayStation 4 sold 11. That means since PlayStation 3, God of War has only sold 18, we'll call it 19 million units, okay? God of War has sold 19 million units. 19 million since PlayStation 3. Gears came out. Gears outsells God of War. 20 because the first one was on Xbox 360. So we got, if we're gonna compare God of War and Gears, we have to compare it from 360 and PS3 onward. We can't look at PS1 and PS2 because Gears wasn't out since then. Gears of War outsells God of War. Do you understand that? Gears of War outsells God of War. Gears of War, pretty much, if you and also understand, we're talking about PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 has a shitload more sales than 360 and fucking Xbox One. And that shit still outsells it. Name your Sony franchise and you're going to see Microsoft franchises sell more. They sell more. Like the number, I'm showing you the number. You're thinking, like I said, perception is one thing, reality is something different. When you compare likeness to likeness, like, oh yeah, God of War was also out on PS1 and PS2, but Gears of War wasn't out back then. When we compare when Gears of War came out to when God of War's out, Gears of War sells more. Yeah, but you say, okay, look at what you're saying though. Okay, one has online, one doesn't. That doesn't matter. That's the game. We're talking about the games. That's if we're gonna say, yo, Spider-Man outsold Call of Duty, but excuse me, Call of Duty out, but that's because it has a no. We're comparing the games. That's it. We're comparing the games. It doesn't matter if it got online or not. Game sales are game sales. Gears of War outsells God of War. Gears of War outsells Last of Us. Halo outsells everything. Like, Microsoft franchises outsell Sony franchises. If Sony decides not to put multiplayer in their game, that's it. That's their game. No, time out. If you got your Xbox 360 banned, you didn't have to buy Gears again. You bought a new system. You didn't buy Gears again because your disc works the same. Your system gets banned, not your game. So it's not like they went and bought a new one. I had the Xbox. I bought 11 Xbox 360s. Okay, check this out. I want you to understand something, okay? Double A, you just proved my point. Do you understand how much more you proved my point? If what you're saying is people bought multiple systems, then that's saying they actually sold fewer systems to unique people, and yet their games still outsell. So what you're saying is, like, let's say, for example, let's say they sold 30 million Xbox 360s, but 10 million of them were multiple systems of the same person. That person doesn't have to buy more games. So they even sold fewer systems, but their games still sold more. You're proving my point. You're not fighting against my point. You're actually proving my point more. It doesn't matter that it had online. We're still talking about game sales. It does not matter that something has online or not. God of War started on PlayStation 1. What are you talking about? God of War was on PS1 and PS2. What are you talking about? I did not start on... What are you talking about? God of War was on PS1, bro. And PS2. Excuse me, it was on PS2. PS2. Not PS1. It started on PS2, not PS1. It started on PS2 because I remember it was out when I was in college. Not PS1, PS2. God of War was on PS2. What are you talking about? I made a mistake. It wasn't on PS1. It was on PS2. I made a mistake. I remember when God of War 2 came out and I was in college and people were going crazy over that shit. When that shit came out, it was ridiculous. People were going crazy over it. I remember it was on PS2. But when you compare God of War from PS3 onwards, Gears of War outsells it. And you're looking at Xbox 360 sales. Like I was saying, I bought 11 Xbox 360s because they kept breaking from the red ring. So there's even fewer unique systems sold than it seems like. True story, as crazy as that sounds, that guy who I was talking to, Wetworks, he took me to King's Plaza. I bought 2 Xbox 360s in the same day because I had one break the same day I got it and I had to go back, return it, get another one. And then that one broke later on. And then I had to buy another one. I bought a total of 11 Xbox 360s. That's less sold. So when you look at Xbox 360 numbers, that number is actually inflated. Yet it still sold more software than Sony. Sony heads don't buy games. They do not buy games. They buy 1 or 2 games a year and then talk about my system's the best, my system's the best, but they don't buy the fucking games. Yo, yeah, Casino, what up? Extreme Bro, what up? Now, y'all came in at a good time. We was talking, that's what I'm saying. Like, people talk about shit and don't know what they talking about. When I talk, y'all might realize, like, I'm into this shit. I know what I'm talking about. I put numbers up when I talk. I'm telling you. Like, people are crazy on that. The Xbox 360 had the highest attach rate of any system ever. Ever. The attach rate on the 360 was absurd. The PS2 had like the lowest attach rate ever, followed by the PS3, followed by the PS4. Them motherfuckers do not buy games. They don't. They talk. It's a whole bunch of little kids who talk and they're very vocal, like, oh, Sony's better, Sony's better. But they don't buy games. Mommy and daddy buys them a game for their birthday and for Christmas, and those are the only 2 games they get a year. Meanwhile, Xbox 360 are gamers. Xbox gamers are gamers. They go and they buy games. Yo, what game drop? Boom. They go and cop it. That's how this shit is. All right, Lamp. I'll catch you later. Have a good session. They buy games. That's just what it is. Like, you can get mad at it. You can say whatever. That's why, if you remember, when crossplay started, like with Apex and stuff, I was saying, yo, PlayStation heads about to get fucked up because them dudes on Xbox are gamers. I was like, yo, the thing is, they're just boosted. Apparently, they're boosted as fuck. But, I mean, it is what it is. They buy games. PlayStation cats do not buy games. PS3, the system outsold 360. It did outsell it. So for those of you who don't know, I'm gonna explain. Xbox 360 came out a year before PS3. Okay? And it had more hardware sales than PS3 throughout the entire generation, except at the end. At the end, PS3 pulled ahead and outsold it. The thing is, Xbox 360 sales are actually inflated because of the red ring. If you look back on Xbox 360, it sold a lot of systems, but like I said, I bought 11 systems. A lot of people at Xbox 360 had to buy multiple systems. Sony had the yellow ring later on, the yellow thing of death, but it wasn't as prevalent as Xbox. At the end of the generation, PS3 outsold it. But during the whole generation, Xbox 360 was ahead in sales throughout the whole generation. But PlayStation caught up at the end. I'll pull up the numbers for you. You can see how close they were. So PS3 ended at 87, and the 360 is at 85.80. Right? You see this? At the end, PlayStation came ahead by a very small margin. The thing is, this number is inflated because a lot of people bought multiple systems. You get what I'm saying? I only bought 2 PlayStation 3s, but I bought 11 Xbox 360s. I know a lot of people, and then they came out with the Xbox Elite. And then people bought more. Some people upgraded and bought another Xbox system. So a lot of these units were sold to the same people. But throughout the whole generation, 360 had higher sales until the end. No, what I'm saying is this. If we're comparing God of War sales to Gears of War sales, you can't say, well, God of War didn't have multiplayer. That doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you're looking at sales of a game. That's their decision not to make a game multiplayer, whereas the other one is multiplayer. That doesn't change the point of what game sold more. If before this conversation, if I asked you what sold more, God of War or Gears of War, you would have said God of War. What sold more, Last of Us or Gears? You'd have said Last of Us. Y'all would have said that. You can't now make the excuse, well, this has multiplayer, so it doesn't matter. No, it does matter. It does matter. It doesn't matter. That's what you choose. I'll tell you a game that doesn't have multiplayer. Here's a game that doesn't have multiplayer. Mario. Guess what that motherfucker sold? 386 million units, no multiplayer. 380, it doesn't matter. That's how you sell your game. I'll show you another game that doesn't have multiplayer. Spider-Man. Did I spell Spider-Man wrong? For whatever reason, Spider-Man is not selling up. Spider-Man does not have multiplayer. It outsold all of them games. I'll show you something else that doesn't have a traditional multiplayer. Grand Theft Auto does not have a traditional multiplayer. Guess what them shits do? They sell. Just because you ain't got a multiplayer doesn't mean your game doesn't sell, okay? Stop it. Stop it. You can't be like, well, this has a multiplayer. It's your decision not to put a multiplayer component into your game. Just because a game doesn't have multiplayer doesn't mean it doesn't sell. You know what else doesn't have multiplayer? Metal Gear. Guess what? Them shits sell. Okay? Just because something doesn't have multiplayer, oh, it doesn't have multiplayer. That's their point. Grand Theft Auto has a multiplayer, but who the fuck buys Grand Theft Auto initially for the multiplayer? And Grand Theft Auto 5 has a multiplayer. Grand Theft Auto 4 didn't. Grand Theft Auto is selling whether or not it has a multiplayer. Stop it. You see, now y'all are making yourselves sound desperate when y'all make certain arguments. You make yourself sound desperate. You're not. You're talking about Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 4 didn't. It still sells. Grand Theft. Yo, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all just saying shit. They could be bought on PC now. None of this is PC sales. This is not taking into account PC sales, man. Come on. Y'all are drawing. That's what I'm saying. It didn't have multiplayer when it first came out. Grand Theft Auto didn't either. Yo, y'all are drawing at scraps right now. Y'all are drawing at scraps right now. Like, well, it has multiplayer. Well, the reason why is, well, the PC. Y'all are drawing at scraps. This is console sales. This is not PC sales. These are all console sale numbers, not PC sale numbers. And keep into account how many more systems these Sony platforms sell than Xbox. Y'all are wilding. Y'all are wilding. The fact that it could be bought on PC should make these numbers lower. Because then, oh, well, then people buy it on PC. Come on. No, you're telling me now? You're telling me now. This is only, VG Charts is only on console. It's only on console. This is not talking to PC numbers. This is only on console. This does not include Steam sales. This does not... They don't sell. Oh my God. Yo, you guys make yourself sound desperate. You guys are making yourself sound desperate. You're like, no, well, because it's put in the same store and it. No, it's not. Stop it. Stop it. Because they see it in the same store. No, they don't. That's not how this is. I'm done. I'm done. VG Charts is console sales. Just so you guys know. Just so y'all know. Notice nothing's PC. I don't know if you understand that or not. They can't tell the difference between. You're assuming something that's not true, just so you know. Just so you understand it. You're assuming something that's not true. So what if you buy it on your Xbox? You could, oh my God. I'm done. I'm done. Yep, so that's why Gears outsells more than... Oh, yeah, okay. Yo, y'all be making... Y'all trying really hard. Y'all trying. I'll say that. I'll say that. Yo, it's just... It is what it is. That's Sony's best-selling franchise. A lot of people don't know that. Gran Turismo is their best-selling franchise. Crash doesn't sell like that. But it's also multi-plat, I believe. And it has a shitload of different games. That's taken into account. A shitload of different games. They got Crash Team Racing. They got Crash for Game Boy Advance. Crash for PlayStation. Crash doesn't sell like that, though. And so the franchise sold 50 million units over multiple platforms and multiple games. 25 games. That's 25 fucking games. It started, we was talking about attach rate. We was talking about system sell. It started talking about Nintendo when my man's like, Nintendo can't sell, or Nintendo's problem is they don't have the hardware and they don't have third-party support. Nintendo doesn't need third-party support or the hardware. That's not what you buy a Nintendo system for. You buy Nintendo systems for Nintendo games. You don't buy it for Call of Duty. You don't buy it for Assassin's Creed. You buy Nintendo systems for Nintendo games. And Nintendo games don't need crazy strong hardware because it's all art direction behind them. Horizon didn't sell like that. Listen to me. Sony game is 10 million units, including the DLC and everything. Yo, Sony games don't sell the way you think they sell. You think they sell better than what they do. They don't. Notice PC not available. It doesn't. VG Charts does not take into PC sales. It does not take PC sales into account. That's why it's not available, not available, not available, not available. It does not take that into account. Horizon went on sale real quick too. No, Horizon did well. That's good. 10 million units, but... And that's one of the better selling... That's one of the better selling ones, probably. Did Killzone sell like that? They don't have the numbers for that. Like Shadowfall sold 2 million units. And that was a launch game. That's atrocious. That's a launch game and it sold 2 million units. The other one sold 1 million. Sony games do not sell. They don't sell the way you think they do. Microsoft, their shit sells. People buy it. It's not universal where they sell it. This is a shipped number. Oh my God. You are assuming something that's not the way it is. Microsoft Store on fucking PC is different from the Microsoft Marketplace. That's the first thing. It's not. Oh my God. I'm not having this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Xbox 360 Marketplace and the Xbox Store on PCs giving the same fucking numbers. I give it up. I'm not even going to argue that point anymore because it's just it makes no sense. I'm not even addressing that point anymore. It's as stupid as the thing. Well, this one has a multiplayer. It's your decision of not putting a multiplayer in your game. You can't be like, well, my game didn't sell. It doesn't sell because it doesn't have multiplayer. That's their choice. We're talking about what games sell. Well, this is a shooter game and that's an action game. That's why it sold. They decide to make a shooter game or they decide to make an action game. That's their decision to make. Spider-Man sells a lot. Bloodborne didn't sell as much as you think it did. Spider-Man sold a shitload. How do you spell Bloodborne? Bloodborne sold 2 million units. And they don't sell the way you think they do. Do not mistake in what I'm saying. I'm not saying these aren't good games. All of those Sony games, I have all of those games. I have a fucking, if I can show you on my fucking PlayStation collection right now, I have all of them fucking games. All of them shits. They're great games. But what I'm telling you is they don't sell. If I just, look, you see my hand? I'm going to just grab a handful of games. I just grabbed just a handful of games off my PlayStation chart list thing. What we got? We got Uncharted 3 still in the fucking plastic. Uncharted 3 not in the plastic. Uncharted 2, Metal Gear, Final Fantasy, Killzone, God of War, fucking Mass Effect. And that's just a handful I grabbed. I didn't even pick anything particular. I buy those games. They're great games. But what I'm telling you is they don't sell the way you think they do. Yes, I still have PlayStation 3 games. PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 4. I love Sony games. I'm the biggest advocate of Sony's first-party studios. I think they have the best first-party studios. I think that their games are awesome, but them shits don't sell. Like, right now, check this out. Bloodborne. Everyone knows how great Bloodborne is, right? You gotta understand how vocal people are. You ever heard the term vocal minority? People are loud, and it makes shit seem more than what it is. Look at this. Let me show you something for a minute, okay? 2 million units Bloodborne sold. 2 million units. Right? 2 million units. $117 million systems. Who bought it? 117 million systems. Only 2 million sold. But you would think Bloodborne is like, oh my god, it's amazing. Everyone loves Bloodborne. 117 million units, 2 million sold. 117 million consoles, 2 million units sold.